everyone, my name is Louise Smythe. I'm a story artist at Pixar Animation Studios, and today I'm working from home. But I was thinking it'd be fun if you all joined me in drawing Laurel Lightfoot, Ian and Barley's awesome mother. So grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, pencils, crayons, anything you want. I'll be drawing digitally today, so if you want, you could do that. And let's get started. Okay, so let's draw Laurel. Let's see, to draw her, I would like to start with her eyes. So draw a C, sort of upside down C shape, and then another one right next to it that's a little bit smaller. And then draw one on the bottom half, just like that. And then to make her eyes feel like she's alive, we don't want no pupils, we will add pupils. And I think for this, it'd be fun to have her looking off in a direction. So put two ovals looking off to the side, just like that. And to indicate some dimension, I would like to darken her upper lids. So draw a little bit of a thicker line, just following the line you already drew on the upper lid. And then to indicate lashes, we will flick it out a bit, like that. Do the same on the other side. Darken and flick. Cool. Now, I think it'd be good to go ahead and get the rest of her face shape in. And for Laurel, she's got sort of a bean-shaped, squishy face. She looks a lot like Barley. That was something that we were thinking about when drawing her. So I want you to draw above the smaller eye, a little bit of a curve there. And then below this eye, draw a more squishy curve here for her cheek. And then draw that, extend that down a bit. And once you get to this point, curve this up towards the other side. See how that works? Okay. And something that I like to do, we're all different. All the story artists would draw her differently. This is just how I draw her. So today you get to learn how to draw her like me, but you might find things that work better for you. We all have our own process. So something that I would like to do is sort of eyeball it. Eyeball it. Anyway, look at this eye here. And usually ears connect to where the eyes are on the face plane. So I'm gonna get rid of that line that I just showed you just to indicate it. So kind of right here about, draw a big ear coming out. That's the top of her ear. And then about here, connect that. Like that. And I'm gonna erase this a little bit. Oops. Instead of erasing, why don't I just leave it for now? We'll just leave it messy. So, we've got one ear there. Let's draw another ear here, just like that. And that one will be a little bit smaller, following the same kind of idea of lining it up with the eyes on the top, but it's a little smaller because this ear is going back in perspective, if that makes sense. So I'll just get rid of this line. That's a little too big. And that's another thing. I'm constantly, as I draw these characters, and I tend to draw pretty fast and loose, and I will be making adjustments a lot as I go. And that's totally okay. You don't have to get it perfect every time. You will be drawing super quick when you're a story artist, and it's really nice to just sort of find the drawing as you go sometimes and let it be rough. And I highly encourage you to be loose and rough because it's a lot of fun. And I feel like the characters get a lot of life in them that way if you draw them with a little bit of looseness. So let's give her a nose. And again, she looks like Barley. So she gets to have a nose kind of like his, which is sort of like an up-pointed V, like that. And it's slightly off to an angle because, again, her face is in a bit of perspective. So see how it's not straight up, but it's sort of pointing in this direction. Just like that. And let's give her a smile, because she's happy about something. She's got two fun sons who are hilarious, so maybe she's laughing at Barley's jokes or something. That's another fun thing to do, is think of what your character might be thinking as you're drawing them. So maybe she's laughing at something Barley said. And so we'll start here a little bit down from the nose and just draw a curve going up like that. And then from this point here, draw another curve going down, just like that. And I like to give her a little bit of definition in her lip area, so I'd like to give her a bottom lip like this, just to indicate a little bit of dimension on the face again. Very, very subtle. And as again, the same thing on the top. Just little curves on either side of her smile to indicate some lips. And then right here you can give her a little cheek squish by drawing a line just right there. Now, for inside the mouth, I think we'll just make it black and indicate a little bit of dimension in the mouth with sort of showing that she's got some sort of a tongue, so we can draw a little C shape inside the mouth this way. And then fill in the rest with black. And just fill that in until you feel happy about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's great. And here, I didn't mention this, but I started to draw her neck. And for her neck, she looks like Barley, so her neck isn't super thin. It's a lot more on the thick side, kind of like Barley is. So we'll start about here, a little down from the ear, and see I already drew this line coming out. So you want to fan it out a bit on the same side. Kind of line it up with where her nose is. Draw there. So it's a little bit on the thicker side. And I like to give her a collar, so we'll just kind of do two lines going in sort of a point. Now, for her hair, let's give her some hair. She needs some, right? She hasn't, we haven't given her any yet. So I'd like to go ahead and finish her head. So see how her jaw is connected up here. So imagine this line goes all the way through the ear, and just continue drawing it until it lines up with this. So you've got some kind of roundness there. Just so we know where it's going. And I'm adding a little bit of volume in the back because that's a little bit more realistic for her head to be a little bit bigger. Now, once you've got that, I would like for you to draw her hair. So the way I draw her hair is, again, lots of curves. So a C shape here, backwards C shape right there above the ear to indicate a little flip. And then about where this is, another curve there that's sort of sticking out to indicate hair volume. And then I like to add two little sprigs right there at the top, because her hair is not super perfect. She's a busy mom, so she's gonna have messy hair. And then here, you can just go crazy. Just do whatever you want. Big swoop right there with a little indication of hair moving in. And then here I like to draw an S, sort of a backwards S. And then connect that, filling it in like so. And then a couple of extra hair shapes. However you want. They don't have to be perfect. Again, she's a busy mom. She doesn't have time to do her hair, so it can be messy. You can add little lines and stuff if you want. I always like to make her hair a little bit messy. Now, she has a little bit of tufts coming out from the back of her head. So right here, kind of like Barley, just draw a little W popping out to indicate the back. Mom wears glasses, so we will add some glasses now. I think this is a good time to do that. And her glasses are really cool. They're I kind of like to think of them as a fantasy-esque shape, meaning they have sort of a whimsical feel to them. So let's start about here, right above the nose, not right down to the nose, but right above, and do a curve like that that sort of follows the same shape of her eye. And there's a little point on the end, see? And then do the same on the other side. It's kind of a similar, it sort of echoes her eye shape. And then connect that on this side, just drawing a line going down on this curve here. And again, on this side, drawing a line going down on the curve there. And then you can connect them for the little part where her glasses connect, right above the nose. So you've got this little indication that she's got glasses on. And you can thicken those up a bit. I'm going to, just to make them feel a little more solidified. And we should give her some eyebrows. So let's see, she's laughing at something Barley said. So let's have her eyebrows indicating that maybe she's laughing. Barley makes her laugh. Sometimes he makes her cringe a little bit. So maybe she could have her brows going a bit like this, a bit up. So draw a curved brow like this. And on the other side, do the same thing. Have that sort of going up. And it was also good when drawing Laurel to make sure her eyebrows were showing up above her glasses. So we would always try to make sure that the glasses didn't interfere with her facial expression. So you can always make little adjustments here and there to help with that. And let's see, we should finish off her shirt. So see how I went ahead and drew this little V shape? Go ahead and go around the neck on this side, draw a line here, and then connect it down to the bottom. Same on this side, draw a line here, go around, and connect it to the bottom. And let's indicate she's got some shoulders. So see how the neck lines are coming out here? Go ahead and continue that line a little bit. And you've got the beginning of her shoulders. And I think that is Laurel. Oh, you know what? I forgot one more thing. We need to give her earrings. So let's do that really quick. Go to the bottom of the ear and just add a little circle. And on the same side, put a little C here because it's going back in perspective. And I always give her earrings just because my mom had earrings like this all the time when I was growing up. And so I just put them on Laurel because to me they felt like something a mom would wear because that's what my mom wore. And whenever we were drawing characters and working on them, we would definitely think of who they are in the film, but also people in our own lives that we were inspired by. And so for me, that was my mom. So there you go, that's Laurel Lightfoot, and I would love to see everyone's drawings. Please share them, and I hope you like the movie. Have a great day, everybody.